Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. Today I have sort of a different review for you. Reviewing clothing is sort of weird for me because I honestly really don't know like materials and all that stuff, what's good, what's bad, right? It's just how it works for me. So today we're going to go over the LAPG Terrain Stealth Tactical Sneakers. That's right, they are tactical sneakers. Let's get into them. So anybody that's been around the channel for a while knows I love LAPG Clothes. I have 2 or 3 pairs of their jeans. I have, I don't know, a dozen of their flannels, even though they've phased some of their flannels out now, but I have maybe 10 or 12 of their flannels. And my favorite pair of shoes, believe it or not, out of everything I've ever worn, my favorite pair of shoes, most comfortable out of the box, has been their dark terrain boots and shoes. Now I've been wearing the dark terrain low top boot shoe for about a year. Super comfortable. The boot I've been wearing for 2 years plus, 2 years or so, but the boot was getting a little wore out here in this pretty horrible landscape, and I was looking for a new pair of boots, and LAPG happened to get a hold of me and said, hey, we have these, are brand new, you want to check these out? And I said, well, sure. They aren't a pair of boots that I was looking for, but I wanted to take a look at them anyway. So let's talk about these. Now for these, my experience with these so far is I've been wearing them for about 2 months. You know, a month and a half, 2 months, something like that. Their maiden voyage was GunCon in Grinnell, Iowa at Brownells, and that was a mistake. Trying to break in a brand new pair of shoes at an event where you spend 12 hours a day or so on your feet was a bad move. My feet hurt like crazy for 2 days afterwards, but I should have known better. Now, before I get into the comfort and whatnot, I'm going to get my cheat sheet out and tell you how these are made. It may make sense to some of you. It may not make sense to any of you. It makes no sense to me, but I'll let you know what they're made of and whatnot. So, cheat sheet time. These are a classic sneaker height, not too low, not too high, and I agree. These are pretty much a classic sneaker height. Clean casual stealth appearance, suede and 1000D polyester upper, PU sock liner with FX75 mesh and anti-fatigue tetrapod insole. Not sure what all of that means, but we'll get into the comfort and insole here in a minute. EVA midsole, rubber outsole, heel pull tab, reinforced eyelets weighing 3/4 pounds. So these are not very heavy to be wearing around. They are very lightweight, which aids to their comfort. Now, a couple of my favorite things about these is they are pretty clean looking. They look sort of like a skater shoe. A lot of people have told me that they look like a skater shoe. They've held up great for the last month and a half, 2 months of wearing them. I do like that the area here by the Achilles is not, it's padded, and it's not like real rigid, so it doesn't dig in. It does have the pull tab like they were saying, but the heel is formed nice, the toes formed nice, it bends very well. It is a flat bottom design. However, there is, once you put it on, I was a little worried about the flat bottom design, but there is some arch support in there. These have a great gray man look, in my opinion. They are built for active use, but again, they have a boot-esque feel sort of through here, but then the tennis shoe part through here, and they do have sort of a gray man feeling to them. They're not obviously tactical shoes. I don't know if I'd call them really tactical shoes, but they are an active, heavy-duty daily wear shoe. For me, so this is where personal, use case comes in. Shoes fit people differently all the time. Different feet, flat feet, high arch, low arch, things like that. So this is by no means a negative thing. For me, it's a negative thing, but for you, it may not be. When I stand in one place with these for very long, my feet start barking. They really start hurting. But walking around, I can walk around for hours and hours and hours and never have a problem. Now the dark terrain shoes that I was wearing, I still have them. I still do wear them occasionally, but I've been wearing these pretty much solely just to be able to do this review and give you my honest feedback of it. But when I stand in one place, my feet hurt a lot. It may be able to be fixed by an insole. It may not be a thing for you, but it is for me. But walking around, these are very comfortable to walk around in. And they're also very quiet. Like when you're walking across hard floors, the soles are soft, so they don't have, it doesn't sound like somebody's clunk, 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 you know, walking through a garage or down a hallway or anything like that. Now, as far as build and makeup, there's not been any fraying, nothing has come off of them, nothing's ripped, torn, or anything like that. These are original laces that were in them. On the inside, you can see that, maybe you can see, the insoles haven't worn through that first layer of fabric. That oftentimes happens. They haven't worn through that first layer of fabric, so that's been nice. Whatever they're using for an insole in there is built well. Now they are branded LAPG up here on the tongue. The tongue has nice padding. The rest of the boot, or the rest of the shoe, has no padding. This is very thin material, a little bit of breathable canvas type material here on the side. Otherwise it's suede. They come in a green and a black and gray, and green and black. And it's only the low top design. Now, since this is not a firearm item, I can give you the price of these. I generally don't give prices because I'm usually reviewing firearms items, and YouTube gets a bit grumpy about that. These are coming in right now at $49.99, which I think is a really good deal on these shoes. The only negative I have to say about them, and again, it's a personal thing, where if I stand in one place, my feet start hurting, but otherwise, I've had really good experience with these, as well as the other shoes and boots that LAPG offers. Now that's really about all I got for you. Like I said, reviewing clothes is kind of weird for me. I don't really know what to say about it other than my experience with it, but that's my experience with those. I'm going to put a link down in the pinned comment to check out those shoes. Again, they're coming in at a really good price right now, and I think that people would probably, if you like that style, they're probably worth a try. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to hit like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'm also going to link in the description a couple of my other videos that are LAPG stuff, so you can check those out, see what else they have to offer. I appreciate everybody's support out there. Thank you to LAPG for sending those out, and we'll talk to you later.